Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for SageFab.tv. Now, if you remember in one of our videos, if that was posted earlier than this, of course, we're highlighting some of the projects I personally accumulated, and now we've got a public portfolio as well on showcasing about 4 of the projects we've recently accumulated as part of that effort. And I think about 2 of them, we did not announce them in the last video, but they are here, okay? Which just goes to show that when we say we accumulated these plus more, and there are some that we said we accumulated, but it might have been in my private portfolio, not in the public portfolio. So this is just for the public portfolio. Some of these I will also be holding them. I think it's all of them I hold them in my private portfolio. So the first one that I already hold is Gunz and the Gun token, and I got in at about almost 1.4 cents. My previous accumulation price level was about 2.5 cents or somewhere thereabouts. So yeah, and I haven't done bad with Gunz, because that previous position I held in my private portfolio, I got in at about 2.5 cents, and it went to about 4 cents. I sold half of them, got into the green. Then it dropped to about 2.1 cents or 1.9 cents or somewhere thereabouts. I went in with 50% of what I earned for the last exit. So it's not bad. It's not bad, the Gun token. I think it will do, and I think it's also one of those, the tokenomics are not as bad as what's coming out now, because if you look at the likes of Monad and compared to Gunz could become, because it's Gunzilla Games, isn't it, could become one of the best gaming studios across the board, full stop. But they need to deliver on Gun and off the grid. They need to deliver on that. If they can't deliver on that, they will lose credibility, and anything that comes after that will probably be questionable, and there won't be any interest from Web3, put it that way, because we were banking on Gunzilla Games and the Gunz project and the Gun token to actually rejuvenate or re-energize Web3 gaming and NFTs, but that has never happened. Maybe it's the market conditions, I don't know. So I still have faith in the team that they, just like BIM, Gunzilla Games, the Gun project, I think it's got a lot going for it, especially the maximum supply, which is not a lot compared to what BIM network is. That's crazy. Okay, I think Gunz will do well, the Gun token. So as you can see, it's not a lot for the public portfolio, but I aped in my private portfolio, I aped in with a lot more than that. Next one is Rejuve.ai. I think we announced it in a separate video. This one I went in previously and I came out. I think at one point I actually came out of the position completely, and then I went back in with the profits we made from there. So this one is one of those where you're thinking, okay, if health and AI combo actually works, we've got some exposure in that narrative, healthcare and AI combo. I think that's a strong narrative. The issue now will be, is this project good? Does it have any substance, or just hype around AI? That's what's coming up next. But so far, I'm happy with the position, and as you can see, this is not a lot. This one, you only needed to do something like 100x. It's the 13 cents, and 100x will take us close to 14 grand out of 130 or $140. So that's something to consider. Same with Gun. If it does 100x, that's $1.13. I know some people say these 100x or whatever. They will happen. They do happen. They are not just folklore. They've happened in the past and they will happen again. This won't be the end. It's just down to, are you getting in the project with enough hype, and is the timing good, and is your entry price good? That's what happens. So these things happen. So I'm betting on these two because I think their tokenomics are not bad. Pyth network is another one. I did intimate in a separate video that if this gets worse and goes below a cent, I am going to pile into it because it's got some decent fundamentals. So Pyth at the moment at just under 8 cents, I think it's good value as well. So just putting in that $130 or somewhere thereabouts, it's not bad for this portfolio, the crash portfolio as we're calling it. So it's not bad from my point of view. And Pyth, it's an Oracle provider for price feeds and other things. Okay, that's your Pyth network, but it's got huge competition coming from the likes of Chainlink and other Oracles. And there may be other projects as well that are coming out that do not need Oracles. I'm sure they are. And the last one is Indigo. This one I've been looking at it thinking I want it to go below 30 cents. I don't know if it did. When it did, I probably wasn't paying attention. But for this portfolio, this is my enterprise private portfolio. I went in it slightly higher than that. But for the private portfolio, it's a tester. If it drops, we can then AP in properly. But as it is, we'll leave it as it is to see where we get to. If it drops to say closer to 30 cents, we'll probably get it with more energy in that. But I want to see how this one goes, because we got bent with Lenify, another Cardano lending project. So I'm a bit hesitant because I don't want the same thing to happen again. So this is the crash portfolio. I'm trying to make a point that when we are saying we are doing X, we are actually doing it. I'm not just saying these things. Yes, you are not seeing live transactions and stuff, but there are security reasons why we are not doing that. But as and when we actually exit, we'll be sharing everything with you guys. So this joins our other portfolios. When it comes to updates, we'll try and bring it up as well when we're doing those updates. So we still got the 2K to 100K, we still think it's live. It's got some life yet left, as long as we're not in a bear market, in which case if we are, we just make it obsolete and start afresh. But for now, I think it's still relevant. Same with the 15K to 600K, I think it's still relevant. Whether we reach those targets, no one knows, and no one can tell you no, it's not possible, because no one has got a major want. So that's where we are, guys. If the whole thing does 100x, you're talking about 50K having invested about $400. Okay, so anything is possible in this world, and in crypto even more so. What I want to know from you guys, these four that I hold, they are not household names. Maybe Gunzilla and Gunz project, but the other three, they are not your household names. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. Any of these four you hold, let us know in the comment section. I will be adding onto this as well, this crash portfolio where the market is crashed and people are running away. I'm saying no, when this is happening, that's when you actually run towards the fire, not run towards the danger, not live. Why? Because the macro conditions are about to improve and you're running away. That is just my own reasoning and logic, guys. It doesn't mean it's going to work out. It might actually end up with egg on my face. I'm open to that, taking a risk here. That's it for now, guys. Let us know in the comment section if you hold any of these four and what else you think we should be adding onto this. Let us know in the comment section. Until the next one, bye for now.